country will be watching as Team Canada goes for gold at the Women's Rugby World Cup final tomorrow. And that includes the town of Souris, Manitoba. Emily Tuttosi grew up playing rugby in Souris and is the only Manitoban on the team. Brian Yon has followed Emily's career very closely. He coaches the Souris Sabres Youth Rugby and is a teacher at Souris School. And that's where a watch party is taking place tomorrow morning as Team Canada goes up against England in the final. And Brian joins me now via Zoom. Good morning. Welcome to the show, Brian.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
So with the big game tomorrow, what's the vibe in Souris right now?
Well, I think it's to say the least, it's very exciting. I think the community is pumped up for the big game tomorrow. So as is the whole country. This team is, I think, taken the Rugby World Cup by storm, and everybody's really excited to watch the final tomorrow.
Now, you coached Emily when she was young, and you've watched her rise through the ranks. What has it been like for you to watch a student from your neck of the woods make it this far?
Yeah, it's been extremely rewarding to see a young lady from Souris, Manitoba, community of 2,000 people. Emily is, I think, the epitome of hard work and dedication. And even when she was a student at Souris School, you could tell she was destined for something special. Her work ethic, in the classroom, outside the classroom, on the rugby pitch, no matter what it was, she always gave it 110%. And, to see the success that she's having right now is no surprise to me.
What is it about her rugby career that you find so inspiring that maybe others find so inspiring?
Well, I think the biggest thing is Emily's just a inspiration and a great role model for, for not just young women, but I think anybody who, has met Emily and come into contact with Emily, and she's just a great person. She's a leader. When things need to get done, she gets it done. And so I think for her, as a rugby player, an international player, professional player. That's just taken her, I think, into the spotlight a bit more. But she hasn't changed. She's the same person as she was years ago in terms of how she carries herself as a consummate professional. And I think she's just truly an inspiration to a lot of people out there.
Is rugby big in Souris?
Well, it's kind of funny because when I started teaching in Souris back in 2002, I don't think anybody knew what a rugby ball was. But now, yeah, it's really big in our community. We've had a lot of success over the years, because of dedicated individuals like Emily who, helped put the game on the map. And we just had a rugby sevens jamboree yesterday where our local team, our high school team, the Sabres, won all three games. So, she's definitely inspiring a next generation of young rugby players.
What do you think? The women making it to the World Cup final here. This is a huge deal. What do you think this means for the sport and for rugby in Canada?
Well, I think it's massive. The rugby has been a game that's, and I would say in terms of its popularity has been maybe a little bit, lower on the rung on the ladder, so to speak. But like the success that this team has had, and playing in a final, they're going to be playing in front of 82,000 people, which is unbelievable. I really think this World Cup has gained momentum, and this Canadian squad has really put rugby on the map. And I think you're seeing a lot of people right now that are going to be watching the game tomorrow that maybe don't know a whole lot about rugby, but are interested and keen to learn. And I think this team has just really inspired a nation, and we'll see, I think quite a bit of growth in the game in the next few years here.
If you had some advice for Emily, or if there's something that you could say to her right now, or maybe a message from the town of Souris, what would you say to Emily ahead of this big matchup against England?
Yeah, I would just tell her, enjoy the moment. To get to a final, let alone, win a championship or have the chance to win one. just enjoy the moment, embrace it, and to let her know that the entire community of Souris is behind her, and we're really excited about the big game tomorrow, and we'll be cheering hard for her.
So tell us a little bit more about the watch party. When is it happening? Where is it happening?
Yeah, so the watch party is taking place at Souris School tomorrow. Doors will open at 9:30, kickoffs at 10 o'clock. So we're gonna put it up on the big screen, and we're hoping that we're gonna have a really good turnout. I'm sure we will, and yeah, we're gonna be cheering Canada and Emily on, and hopefully we can see a big upset over the number one ranked English team.
Well, the Canadians are on fire, so and streaks are meant to be broken. So here's hoping Canada will take it all. Brian, thank you so much for joining us this morning here on the show.
Great, thanks for having me.
Brian Yon is a teacher at Souris School and coaches the Souris Sabres Youth Rugby. That watch party for Women's Rugby World Cup takes place at Souris School. Doors open at 9. The game starts at 10 a.m.